they're not. We agree on damn near everything. The issues, you have to think about the years and years of propaganda and why they think of communists the way they think of communists. Um, it, it, we're
Can
all
I
wanting the
jump
same
in?
things. We don't want to be fucking poor. We think that corporations are bullshit and taking our money from us. We're damn near on the same page. We have different ways of approaching it and looking at the picture.
Hold
And
up, but let me tell you, he Cope hard or lefty?
huh?
Cope hard or
That's a classic. That's a classic.
isn't it? It's so fucking classic. It's a classic fucking. I
It gives me
mean, it's.
tingles every time I write it.
I know, but it's not even really a good response, because every time
Yeah,
that,
it is kind of a
anytime you
trash
guys,
response.
because anytime you guys ever say cope, it's like y'all motherfuckers are the ones
Wait,
doing the
wait, wait. We're
coping.
not gonna hate on Cope because I use Cope.
Well, that's what
I'll
I'm
be like,
saying. Nah, but I mean, just hold up. I'm just gonna share it to the space because
I think Cope
it's
is
in
like the
response
funniest. I
to.
think Cope is a funny ass
I, I,
response.
I think it's pretty funny too. That's why I use it. In fact, I think
You
I
really
heard it
think
first
that
from
you
a
really think that
leftist.
does anybody else on the left or does anybody in this room think that the ACLU is a shit organization?
Oh, fuck them.
I mean,
Absolutely.
I'm not fully in agreement with that, but I could understand why.
Yeah, I have a lot of issue with the ACLU and how.
You were really happy about Rittenhouse getting acquitted, though, huh?
Mm,
Yeah,
Can I jump
I
I
in?
think
was
a
trying
lot
to
of
get
right
more
wingers are.
followers.
Wait, you were standing Rittenhouse to get followers?
I
That's kind
was
of
I actually followed the
that's
case very, very closely, and I kind of bomb tweeted about it, and yeah, it ended up being exactly what you see on my timeline.
yeah, I see. It's only I mean, I guess it's only like mildly to somewhat more than mildly embarrassing, but hey,
What's embarrassing about it?
I mean,
Can I just jump in for a
it's
minute?
embarrassing.
Why do you
I
find it
mean,
embarrassing? I mean, can
uh,
you
um,
clarify?
well, because I just think that fucking putting so much focus and effort on something that was, um, you know, clearly fucking wrong.
Wait, why was it
Um,
wrong?
well, I mean,
I don't wait. I don't want to talk about the Rittenhouse case. I didn't
you
open
know
this for
what?
that. I gotta
You're
mentally.
right.
I
My
gotta mentally
bad.
recover from
Oh
yesterday.
man,
My bad.
I don't
I'll
want to
I
go
start a
would
down.
love to.
space.
I would
Hold
love to
on.
talk about the Rittenhouse case.
I
Yeah,
will
if y'all would
start a
like to
space for
discuss,
it.
y'all could start a
Hmm.
space. This
Yeah.
space was opened to just talk about nothing. We were talking about musical theater.
Okay.
Um,
Well, let's get back to that then. I'll start a space for
like
that later. It'll
it's called
be
Sweet Paper Saturday. We are not here to talk about any of that.
yeah. Just look out
I
for it.
invited Clown Biden up here because I thought his profile picture was funny, and they might have something funny to say in the conversation. I'm
He
not going to
seems
discriminate in the bullshit space
he seems all right.
when it comes to politics. I think Cope is hilarious, but I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you guys
it
want to
does
hear
hurt when
something funnier?
it hurts when
Hmm.
it's used towards you. But Cope
I
is
used to
pretty funny.
I used to work for Senator Ted Cruz.
Oh God. Never mind. Everything I said
I'm
before,
so
I take it all
sorry.
back.
F's
Like
in the chat. F's in the chat. How
that's
was what? No, what was it like? Does he eat babies?
Dude, so I worked in his senatorial office in Austin, and he was only there like I want to say once or twice when I was there. Like I was there for a year. I was actually an intern. I was in college there, University of Texas, and I would show up. I would show up to his office, and we were supposed to get there at I think it was 8 o'clock, and no one in his entire office would show up till 9. So I kept since I was an intern, I'd always show up, right on time because I wanted to make a good impression. No one would show up till 9. So they finally just gave me the code to his office. So I'd walk into his office like at 8 o'clock, and I'd sit around in his senatorial office for literally an hour and a half sometimes until anyone showed up. It was just me in his office, no one else. It was great.
question though. Question. Does he leave a trail of slime and like a coat of sludge all over everything that he comes around like he looks? Because he looks pretty fucking greasy.
No, he's actually a pretty cool guy. I'm
I
serious. He
could
is.
never
He's not bad.
you could never convince me of that. I watched that motherfucker cook bacon on an AR-15. I know he is not
I
a
think
fucking
all of
cool
them
guy.
are weird.
Wait,
I think
come
all of
on.
them
If
are
that
weird
doesn't
ass,
convince you
like
he's cool,
they're
nothing
all like
will.
weird shut-in people, and like they're so disconnected from reality. Every
Yeah,
single politician.
that did not
They're all
convince
like
me that he
creepy
was a cool
slime
dude.
people. I don't think that they eat actual food. I think they literally eat babies.
Wait,
They're
what?
weird. Politicians eat babies.
Yeah, like the ones that are way high up there for sure. No, they drink baby's blood or
I
whatever
think
it's
that
called.
Oh
in order
god,
to
here
get
we
in
go with the
politics, you have to
fucking.
drink baby's blood. I think that is
Adrenochrome.
part of
Here we
it.
go with the QAnon shit.
No.
Dude, I can't
What's
I can't stand motherfuckers that say stupid shit like that, or like they bring up the Illuminati. Dude, you're doing the fucking movement at the surface when you bring shit up like that.
That's fair.
guys, we're kind of doing it in jest. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I was
kind of
joking.
funny. We're not like being serious.
Yeah, I
Take
was
a
not
joke
serious. I thought it
You
was a
know
joke.
what? You know what I like about Anonymous? That
that
motherfucker's
they're
gonna
the CIA.
that motherfucker's gonna cut somebody, and he's gonna cut him real fucking deep one
Yeah,
day.
one day.
The Anonymous is the CIA. You guys didn't know that?
Oh no,
Dude,
we're
I
talking
will
about
fucking
Anonymous right
cut you
here.
if you continue with that dialogue.
No, it actually is. No,
Dude, I'm not
No, we're
CIA.
question.
The fuck?
talking about the user. His name is Anonymous
Oh,
Asshole.
I thought you guys
Yeah, yeah,
started
yeah.
talking about
No,
the anonymous
No,
organization.
no, no, no,
Nah,
no. We're
I don't care
My
about
bad.
Anonymous. Who cares?
I'm from
They're
Chicago,
useless.
man. We ride, motherfucker.
All right, okay, Anon. Okay, Anon.
See what I
Don't.
said? I told you he's gonna cut somebody.
Everybody.
Well,
Why
I have
is
a
everybody
Glock.
like this? Because FaZe is the same
I have
way.
a Glock 19 and an AR-15. So if he wants to charge me,
Ooh, I'm so
we all saw what happened
scared.
to Rosenbaum.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Okay.
Make sure he chases you, and then when you shoot him, cry
Hey, and I'm in Wisconsin too. So
Are you inviting me? Is that an open invitation?
Someone please stop this conversation. Hold up. I can do
absolutely.
that. I can stop this conversation.
Let's
I
talk
forgot.
about sweet paper.
Well, it's a play on Sweet Pussy Saturday, but I didn't want all the sex workers to come in here because there's a lot of trolls, and I didn't feel like having that happen. So it is Sweet Pussy Saturday, but I put paper just so weird randos don't come in here being aggressive and aggravating. Anyway.
Well, hey guys, I got to get back to hunting. I'm actually on my deer stand right now. So
Oh, have fun.
yeah.
Take care.
We love
Peace
to
out,
see it.
guys. Nice talking
Are you
to
gonna
y'all.
eat it? Are you gonna eat the deer?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh fuck yeah, have fun.
Of course. All right.
Hell yeah! Don't waste anything.
Be safe.
Period. Be safe. That was cool.
What's up with all the righties thinking that leftists don't fucking pack fucking Glocks and ARs too, though?
Well, you have to think about it. A lot of them think we are liberals,
Oh,
which is
God, that's
genuinely
the
insulting.
worst.
Yeah.
It is. You know, and that goes back to your point that we end up having a lot more in common with these motherfuckers than they think. Like, we hate libs too. We fucking hate Joe Biden. We hate the fucking Democrats. Like, we know they're fucking all trash. So
I would
like,
also like to keep
you
my
know,
guns.
and
Like,
I like my guns exactly. Like, fucking, why can't we fucking band together and burn this
yeah,
motherfucker
we're
the fuck
basically on the
down?
same side. Some of y'all are just fucking crazy. And I'm not gonna say that there's not crazy people on the left, but y'all like dog, and I know that some of y'all can admit this. Actually, I'll bring a couple of y'all up here because y'all can't tell me that the white women in public yelling at like service workers, like that shit is too much. And it's always a Trump person every time. No, Iris, you can speak whatever. You don't have to raise your hand. It's always somebody on the right.
Man, what a new account. Well, how new is your account?
Who, mine?
Irish 1124. Man, it's new.
Yeah,
Fucking
it's
fresh.
I'm actually a registered Republican. It's funny you say that Republicans look at your view and say that, you know, we think you love Biden and all this. The Democrats, the Democrats in the last 30 years have gone through such a transformation that you actually have three classes within the Democratic Party at this point. And the same way the Republicans have gone to super conservative to your more modern Republican who's pro-choice but fiscally conservative and
Sure.
So
Sure.
I'm actually good friends with somebody who works for the National DNC, and as a registered Republican and him a registered Democrat, we've had some really great conversations. because we may believe that a different person can get us to where we want to be in life, but the key is that we both want to be in that same place in life at the end, and we just have a different belief who's going to get us there.
But where exactly is that? Where do we want to be?
I think everybody in life, well, everybody's got an individual mandate of their own, I guess, but I want to be happy. I'd like to be able to provide for my family for as long as I can. I'd like to have individual freedom. I'd like to have more financial freedom. And I want to be able to help people that I care about. And that's all I want out of life, is the ability to do those things.
Surprise! That is exactly what we believe in. That is the exact sentiment we believe
only in the
in.
last 10, 15 years has politics become so polarized, where you have Democrats and Republicans literally
it's the media.
each other
That's
for their
the thing.
voting choice.
It's the people.
Well, yeah,
in
it is the media
groups.
because it's so much
people
more
in groups. The media rouse people
30
up to
years
be
ago,
in these
we
fucking
didn't have
groups
all these
be
cable
crazy.
news networks.
It's like Africanized bees. It's fucking insanity.
Iris, that's what I was explaining in my other space there. It's the media. TikTok and the Twitters of the world. The media gets us riled up.
Absolutely.
That's what we're explaining.
I was talking about this in another space. 90% of the people get their news from TikTok. Completely uninformed as to what's going on in the world. They read a headline and they think that's the truth.
Well, yeah, there's no lie there. A lot of people don't do their own research. That's definitely a fact. That reason why fucking, shit like Twitter, asks, do you want to read this shit before you fucking, push it out on your timeline, which is, not enough, but it's a step in the right direction, I suppose, because a lot of times those fucking headlines are misleading as fuck as to what the content inside that article is.
Genuinely, y'all ask what's the root of the problem. I think that's genuinely the root of the problem. I mean, we have to ask everything. Everything is based off a seed. A tree doesn't grow into what it grows into without a seed being planted. Well, we have to ask ourselves the same thing. What is the seed being planted in all these circumstances? What is the root of the problem?
I mean, my opinion of it is the root of all problems and all social issues globally at least have a common thread, and that common thread is capitalism.
Exactly. All these elites and politicians are all on the same side, whether they're Democrats or they're Republicans, man.
I don't agree with that, man. And last night I came into y'all space and I wasn't trying to raise an.
Oh, yeah. Hold up. Before you go any further, hold on. You came into my space when I was letting a close friend of mine, FaZe, who hadn't been around. He was already fucking on his scream mode. You were not getting that conversation. So I'm not apologizing for it because he was in there with FaZe.
Moth and Comrade and Nina, whoever co-host, and I'm not trying to come in here and start a problem. I want to have an open discussion and open everyone's opinion without yelling at each other. And I want to have I'm open to people who have controversial opinions. And to say that capitalism is part of the problem, it's not. What are you all doing for yourselves to change that aspect? You sit here and say, I want to have a level playing field, but in all aspects, like we grow up in a society where, when we were younger, we were told to get a high school education, get a college degree.
Yeah, not everybody has access to even be able
all
to
that
do
fucking,
that, though.
you know what I want? I'll tell you.
But you're trying to You're trying to reinforce the American dream. That's not even accessible to people. Some people don't even have the access to get a college.
Wait, can we
Okay, but like,
go ahead.
Hear me out. Okay.
Can I say one thing?
We all have that capability. You no longer.
No, not everybody does have that capability. That's what you're missing. People have to drop out of school to provide because their families are sick or they can't eat.
You can go.
Yes,
listen,
they do.
How are you gonna say that's
It happens all the time. I've seen it. What are you talking about? Yes, it does.
Myself.
I didn't get to graduate with people because they had to drop out and provide for their mother. It happens every day. What are you talking about?
Listen,
it actually does happen all the time.
Hear me out. Would you hear me out? I'm not trying to yell. I'm trying
to hear you out, but when you come in here and say that everybody has that opportunity, that's already false.
You do. You can
no, we do not. Not everybody has that opportunity.
So you're telling me that you can't go on YouTube and educate yourself on some crap.
That doesn't give you the fucking piece of paper that jobs ask for. What are you talking about? You can learn whatever you need to fucking learn on YouTube all day. If you don't have a fucking diploma or a GED, you don't get a job. They need the piece of paper.
That's not true.
They want the piece of paper. You can learn whatever you need to learn. They want the fucking piece of paper. That's all they care about.
That's not true. I know for myself. I don't know in y'all's world, but I know for myself.
Well, in our world, everything is.
You don't need to get a college.
We are black. You don't know what we go through because we are fucking black.
Exactly.
That's why you're coming in here trying to argue a point you don't understand.
Can I say something?
What goes on in our world is completely different from what goes on in your world. You probably have never seen anybody have to drop out of school so their mom can fucking eat. We have to see that as black people all the fucking time.
All right, so center the conversation.
Center
the conversation.
Comrade.
Center the conversation, because check this out. Tell me what you think, Rafi. What do you think that the biggest issue we face as a global society is?
What we face as a global society.
What's the biggest danger that we all face as humans?
Give me a second to think.
Okay, that's fine.
The biggest thing that we face as a global society.
There's no wrong answer. It's just whatever you think.
Yeah, it's not.
I think the biggest thing all right. So you're trying to examine me. So can you ask?
We're just asking.
I'm just all right.
What is your enemy? What are you fighting against?
How about this?
Actively trying to change in the world.
I'll reframe the question.
Yeah,
I'll reframe the question. How about this? What do you observe to be a major issue that plagues our current society?
I think that people. You want to know my honest opinion? I think our world as a society, whether you're young, older, poor, rich, well, not really rich, but I think the biggest problem we have is the social media aspect in the world. We're able to tweet out a tweet or go on TikTok any time of the day and see different news articles and false information. That's the biggest problem we face
so do you
think social media is the one that's
wait, everybody pause. So you think that the global media is the largest problem that globally that we face?
Correct. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this then.
Okay, so
if we got, let's say,
wait, stop.
Hold up. If we got rid of social media, I'm sorry, Brando, I have to answer this question. I have to fucking respond to this.
I want him to clarify this.
Okay.
So you don't think it's the fucking planet's global climate changing? You don't think it's the fact that people are starving in the streets? You don't think it's the fact that people can't fucking purchase places to live anymore?
Well,
that's not it. It's the media.
I think that to expand on your comment, comrade, I mean, I think that people, we have a severe problem with people that are homeless or can't eat. But in all reality, you sit there and say,
how is the media the fault the reason that's happening?
Okay, well,
we've priced ourselves out of being able to afford things that our ancestors were able to afford because we consume more products than they ever did.
Correct.
They didn't pay for TV. They didn't pay for cell phones. They didn't pay for internet.
It has nothing. So it has nothing to do. You think it has nothing to do with the fact that you think it has nothing to do with the fact that the fucking minimum wage stagnated for 20 years, and now it's lower than it has ever been ever in the fucking history of ever, and it was established so people could have a common it was established so people could all have a common basic living wage. That's why the minimum wage was established. Stop. I don't want to mute this space. Please respect me speaking.
All right,
stop.
I'll mute myself.
So
I'm gonna leave. You're gonna yell at people.
The minimum wage was established so people could have a basic living wage. That is why the minimum wage was established. It has been stagnant for 20 fucking years, and all of the prices have risen around it. Regardless of the wages rising hasn't caused that. The cost of living has gone up as it does, and the wage has not. So you're telling me the media telling people to consume things is the problem, and not that.
But I got a question. If we abolished all forms of media and social media, would that cure homelessness and
do you
world
think homeless
hunger?
people are buying all the Pepsi up because they see commercials? Is that why you think people are homeless?
Absolutely not. And comrade, to expand on your comment, like you say that the minimum wage has been stagnant for years. Okay, well, you're gonna say that a McDonald's worker or Taco Bell worker should earn the same amount that an electrician.
They should earn a fucking living wage. Why do you think people that work quote unquote low? Why do you think people that work these jobs don't deserve to live a fucking normal life? Why do you think they deserve to be paid slave wages? What the fuck kind of sense does that make?
My 12-year-old niece could flip cheeseburgers for days. Okay,
I want you go ahead and step into a fucking McDonald's and run that bitch. Have you worked the drive-through before? Have you worked the drive-through before?
Gladly,
and even if it is low skill, why do you think the people that commit 8 fucking hours a day to that place 5 days a week deserve to live in poverty? Why do you think they deserve to live in poverty?
I want to ask you, comrade, do you know how
to
go change out an electrical
Because I'm pissed off.
No, I'm asking you.
Just
you want to have a fair conversation, right?
Stop.
You want to have a fair conversation, correct or not?
You're talking. Go.
Okay, so comrade, I want to ask you, can you right now, if I have an electrical problem in my house, can you come fix my electrical problem? Can you know what's wrong with my electrical problem?
What does that have to do with what I said?
Because you want a fair wage, right? Right or wrong?
Everybody deserves to have a wage where they can afford to pay rent and eat. Everybody deserves that. Why are you arguing against people earning enough money to live?
There's no such thing as a low-skilled job in a society that requires everybody to pitch in.
What about when everything was shut down and Wendy's had cars wrapped around it? What happened to essential fucking workers? What happened to those essential workers?
You're not at home flipping your own damn burgers.
And people were calling them heroes. So what happened now?
What happened to that? What about on Christmas when you're about to cook a big fucking dinner and don't want to eat at home and you have to go there? Those buildings have cars wrapped around them. Why do you think these people deserve to be paid a wage where they can't afford to pay rent and fucking eat? How does that make sense from a moral standpoint to you?
I don't know why you're yelling. I'm trying
because I'm pissed off.
Okay, that doesn't mean
it's gross. It's disgusting.
That doesn't mean you can't have a civil conversation.
I can raise my fucking voice if I want to. My tone has nothing to do with what the fuck is being said. You can
what's so civil about arguing that people can't
way.
have a comfortable life, though? What's civil about that?
Exactly.
People are dying over this
I feel like the time
I'm not going to lower my voice.
Is kind of over at this point. If you still don't understand that people should be able to afford to fucking live, then I really don't know what else to tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no conversation we can fucking have. Regardless of what they do, they commit 8 hours of their fucking time and life to a place.
I want to raise this question to you, comrade. Hey, I want to raise this question to everybody.
It doesn't matter. Exactly. You're having a space to speak. Say what the fuck you want to say.
I want to raise the question. I want to raise the question.
Yelling. No, this is just her being passionate. So stop coming to her thinking that she's angry.
That's fair. You have your right to yell and be angry. That's fair. I would do the same thing. But I want to raise this question to you. You don't like capitalism, right? What phone are you using right now? Are you on an iPhone?
Are you fucking kidding?
Are you on an iPhone 13?
Like literally, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up.
Please, someone share that meme. Someone pull up that comic.
My nigga, do you think I bought this phone?
So who bought it for you?
Like, you are so stupid.
So
you
don't
bought
even
it
know. For you then? Who bought it for you then? The person that's paying for your booty pictures on OnlyFans?
I don't have an OnlyFans.
Bullshit, you don't. I saw your fucking Instagram, you dumbass motherfucker.
Do you see an OnlyFans link on my Instagram?
Quit fucking lying, bro. Why are you lying, bro? Why you lying?
I don't do OnlyFans. I'm a sex.
Did you just come on here because you're mad she has an
Don't
OnlyFans or
lie,
whatever?
bro.
I'm
Darling,
confused.
I don't.
She has an OnlyFans.
Why you?
Wait, you?
I just want to clarify this for the room. I am a sex worker. I don't do OnlyFans. I do have titty pictures on my Instagram, and if you can fucking read, there's no link on there because again, I don't have an OnlyFans. I don't have the time to keep up with an OnlyFans. Those girls work hard. I am a dancer. I am not an OnlyFans worker. So please, you fucking idiot, for the love of God.
Yo, what's your Instagram?
And you have anything else dumb to say before I kick you off the stage?
Why are you gonna kick me out? Because I'm speaking.
Because you sound stupid.
No,
because
I
you
saw
are
your
low
Instagram.
down
You have an
bitch.
OnlyFans.
That's
Like
why
you don't have any
You sound
points.
really stupid. First of all,
I'm
You
coming
sound
with
dumb.
an
Do you have anything else dumb to say?
And Rafi,
you preach
do you not
that
understand,
you want somebody to come up here and say an opposition standpoint.
But you're talking
any
about
evidence.
OnlyFans, nigga. You're
But you're talking
stupid.
about
How are you gonna
OnlyFans,
tell
But I
someone that
went
they're
on your
lying because
Instagram and I know what your Instagram portrays it all, my friend. I'm just coming
What
at
does
you
that
with
have to
facts.
do
Why are
with
you
items
But
that
you're
aren't
saying bullshit
OnlyFans?
like I'm lying to you when I'm telling you I don't have a fucking OnlyFans.
But
like
you
you're
don't
you're,
agree
you're
with
being
capitalism,
fucking
my
over
friend.
iMessage.
stupid
You're
on my
What does
stage.
like the
capitalism
person
have
that
to
wants
do
to
with
live off the
anything?
land but doesn't want to eat meat. Like,
Comrade,
What
can
are
I
you
say something
talking
Well,
about
about?
I'm not fucking
capitalism?
vegan. I love steak. Like you're so stupid. You're
Okay,
making
you have
assumptions.
an
You're a
opportunity to do
fucking
better for yourself.
moron.
Somebody please kick him.
Kick me. I don't care. Invest like.
Well, you want to live off the land, but you don't
I
eat
just
meat.
removed him
Nigga,
from the
I eat
thing.
meat. I literally have a steak on the way to the house right the fuck now. What are you talking about? Goofy ass nigga. Next person that wants to speak. Rewatch. I saw you come up here, girl. How you
just jump in real quick, please? Like
Nigga,
for a
he
minute.
eat
What do you
meat.
got to say? Yes.
Oh yeah, I can speak now, yeah?
Go ahead.
Okay, first of all, can I just say like I really like how do I put this? Like the guys who are under like 30, 35 right now going backwards, we're all on the same side, regardless of whether you're Republican or you're Democrat. Like for a really long time, the whole elites have been making it all capitalist, like making it sound like communism is a bad thing. But I mean, if you're humane and like you want to see everyone succeed, you're obviously a communist. I mean, like you said, we shouldn't have homeless people in the streets. We shouldn't have poor people. We shouldn't have people who can't afford medicine. So, regardless of whether you're Democrat or Republican, I think there are some things we agree on. And if we can all just not shout at each other, just have a
I'm not
conversation.
even this is the thing. I'm a holler, and that's just it. Like you can, you don't have intelligent opinions, whatever. I'm loud, and I'm gonna stay loud for the rest of my fucking life. And I'm not gonna have nobody come up in my fucking space and tell me not to yell, because this is my space, and I'm a fucking yell. I yell at my mama, my daddy, and I don't even know you niggas. So I'm definitely gonna yell at y'all.
I wasn't talking about you.
Period. I mean, anybody. If anybody wants to come on my
you
fucking stage and yell, you are free to yell. You are free to yell.
Hey, girl, I love you.
Thank you.
I promise I love you. I've been laughing about this for like half an hour now.
Crash, did you have your hand up, darling?
Yeah, I kind of like forgot. It was kind of back to like the OnlyFans thing. Because they were talking about OnlyFans, and then earlier you guys were talking about like being like the token black friend or like the token black student and stuff like that. And a lot of people, that's like a big issue in like the OnlyFans and sex work world right now.
Oh yeah, it is. Because people, like I said, if people assume I do OnlyFans, I get inboxes, and it's so weird how black people are fetishized in porn. It's gross. Like as a black person, I like to watch black people. It is damn near impossible to find like black on black pornography. It is also really hard to find even interracial pornography that doesn't have some weird cuckold fetish attached to it.
Or race fetish.
It's so gross. Or like just the whole like fetishization of the black man and his black body and him being like it's
Can I
so
just
gross.
like get to know what's your Instagram so I can like check it out real quick?
It's in my bio.
Oh, okay.
You trying to see something? Let me shut up.
I mean, my titties are on there. If that's what you got, if that's what gets you, that's what gets you. There's no charge for the free pictures. You do what you do, boo. I'm not here to judge nobody. We're all horny.
Porn is trash, to be honest.
Bro, porn is so trash.
Overall.
That's why I pay for it.
It definitely
And like
is.
people look at me crazy. I pay my OnlyFans bill every month is $30, which is not. I mean, and I get access to plenty of porn, and I know it's black and it's not violent. There's a lot of violence towards women in porn. It's gross. It's not like violent. Or unless like that's what I'm asking for. It's not like it
It's a
feels
lot
like
of
real people
CNC.
having sex.
It's a lot of CNC, and
A
like they don't
lot
really
of
like
CNC.
they don't put it like disclaimers that it's CNC, but most of porn is the idea of the person that's receiving is getting fucking raped, and that's just how it is. That's just how it is.
And incestuous, like it's
That is
really
so
bad.
that's so
Every fucking
disgusting.
word. I'm like, bruh, this shit. Just because you say step, it's even worse.
Just
because
you put the step in there doesn't change anything. And then they have a whole storyline, and they don't call each other like it's
No,
so
you know
weird.
why
It's
they
like I've known you for years, step bro. Like what the fuck kind of shit is that?
Well, they also capitalize on people's like trauma and shit doing that. You know what I mean? Like they can make money off of they can make money off of triggering a memory. Like if you were like touched by like a cousin or like an uncle or like a fucking father or whatever, then it's a trigger memory where people actually will start to like watch that kind of porn one day because it's how they like cope with that trauma, which is fucking awful that they just make money off of that.
Think about that. That's fucked up.
That's very
yeah. I'm like I was like a psychology major, but I'm also like a born empath and an indigo child. So like yesterday when this one girl who was up on here, she was talking about like, oh, like I don't think men are empaths. I'm like, I mean, I'm personally, I know that I was like born under like a certain like planet and shit like that. Like so or that's what I believe in that spiritual shit. You guys don't have to, but anyways, like I can genuinely feel things, and like when I'm scrolling through like Pornhub and shit like that, I'm just like, this is actually like really bad. Like this is like
terrible. I've moved to watching. If I do ever watch free porn, it's solo porn on either male or female. I just or it's lesbians, but like homemade
lesbian music videos. Porn. Have you ever gone on Pornhub and found like
I don't like the way lesbians are fetishized in the porn world.
But that's why I watch. Like I'm subscribed to this couple on Pornhub, and if I can find them, I'll post them. They say they make quote unquote vagina based pornography, and they're a lesbian couple, and they are adorable, and they genuinely care about each other. You can see it, and I honestly think I like that more than the sex. To be honest.
Quick question: if you could direct your own porn, what would you do different?
Oh man, I think that a lot of the issue on porn sets is the way women are just viewed. Like it's not, and nothing that they're doing is fun for us in real life. That fast like jackhammer shit, nobody wants that. The pulling really hard on the nipples, like there's some that little shit when they give head, like that. It's all for the gaze of men. I would direct a porn where it needs to be centered on the female body and what she wants. Like,
and I feel like overall people just won't like that in general. Like sex doesn't even function that way in real life.
Really, it
anybody.
doesn't. Like, especially anal porn. Bitch, they make that shit seem like, all right, we in a room, bam, I'm hard, bam, in the butt. That is not how you can do that. You will get hurt. And it will hurt. And you probably will cry. I know I cried. You probably will cry.
Facts.
It's not fun. Okay, Crash, I know that you got more experience in this than I do. Go ahead, boo.
Oh, shit. I low key just took like a fat ass stab, and I kind of forgot what I was gonna say.
No, I got back from the dispensary. I bought my first ounce in Washington. It is Afghan Kush, and I'm pretty fucking high.
One of the best. Are you in DC?
Right? Are you in DC?
No, I'm in Washington State.
I was about to say,
anybody in DC?
Nah, I should have went to fucking DC. Girl, I moved out here. For a man.
I designed their website.
All right,
I bought dabs too. I forgot I bought dabs. I bought it's called Blueberry. It is 77%.
Oh shit.
Girl, I'm finna be on the moon. And then I ate an edible earlier, so we'll see how this goes. I was supposed to have a client later, but I'm telling him I'm not coming. Sugar work is hard work. Please do not become a sugar baby unless you're prepared to never smoke weed again. I'm telling you.
That's right.
You have no fucking off time. It's like, hey, do you want to get dinner? Hey, do you want to get dinner? Do you want to get dinner? I
Comrade,
can't
I'm
eat
gonna
any
go.
more dinner.
Comrade, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna come back later.
All right, babe. I'll see you later.
Have you ever done what is it? Findom, but like weed dom, where they just pay for your weed?
I actually used to have old men pay me for smoking videos.
Oh,
I didn't even know that was a fetish.
Smoking videos really pop off. Like, you could literally just fucking take dabs like naked and people will pay for it.
I didn't even know that was a fetish. And the first time they wanted me to wear red lipstick and smoke a cigarette, and I smoked cigarettes at the time, so. And I did that. I was like, okay, sure.
I used to do mine with like big ass bongs and just take the whole bowl at once, and then somebody will like buy me an ounce.
Wait, are y'all doing this on OnlyFans?
Yeah.
I did this on Twitter.
Oh shit! Hold up, cause I got a whole bag I haven't chased yet, and I know I as communist as I am, I still need to fucking live and buy nice clothes. Okay, I like to look cute in the fits. All right, so, and I buy from small businesses. All right, I'm not buying from corporations. We don't do that. I do my best.
Right before I stopped, someone was supposed to buy me this like Hello Kitty bong to smoke out of, because I guess that's his thing. So I would say definitely look into the weed dom side of FinDom, where they just pay for your weed and weed.
Yeah, because that's a huge expense gone if they just paid for my weed, to be honest. Like, I think I only spend about $150 a month on weed. That's a lot of money now that I think about it. Damn. Maybe I should just start going to more therapy instead of smoking weed. But smoking weed's cheaper.
Therapy is honestly more expensive.
Yeah, smoking weed is way
like
cheaper.
That shit's like 100, 150 a session when you could get fucking pretty lit for like $80 a week.
Well, I have health insurance, but I would need to go every week, and that's $200 a month. So, and I don't feel high, so I would just rather smoke weed.
You might as well just go high. Like, you just gotta
I do. I just go to 2 sessions really high, get out all my feelings, and that's like $100 a month. Because I don't have a weed dom, but I do have like my sugar daddies just pay for my weed basically.
Anybody in DC, go to Tribal Leaf. If you go to their website, I designed it.
What?
TribalLeafDC.com.
That's crazy.
Let them know you talked to Gloria. They'll give you a free
sis. Okay, sis, we love to see it. Talented. Sis is talented. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Spirited, you've had your hand up forever. You go ahead, darling.
Okay. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak. So, I have a question for you, Comrade Brando. I mean no disrespect. I'm going to tell you a bit of my history. Excuse me, my puppy is barking in the background here. I am a 53-year-old woman, firstborn Canadian to Hungarian mother and an Italian father. My Hungarian side escaped communism back in 1956, came to Canada to escape this communist regime lifestyle, what have you. So I'm curious. I'm really curious to understand your view on communism. I want to know what you believe communism to be, please, and thank you.
First of all, Bobby, why would you do that? Second,
why would I do what?
Stop.
What did I do?
I'm not gonna play with you, Bobby.
Are you talking about my separation anxiety tweet?
No, I'll tell you in a second. Ignore him.
Okay, sorry.
But my point is, I feel like the reason that I call myself a communist is because I agree with the communist ideology. I think that a lot of people conflate communism with fascism, and that's a lot of the problem. I can't remember where you told me your family immigrated from again. Can you clarify that for me?
My mother came from Hungary. They were in the communist regime from 1945
Under
on.
whom?
Pardon me?
Under whom?
Under the Hitler communist regime.
Are you referencing the Nazis?
Well,
are you trying to come in here and say the Nazis were communists?
I'm just telling you what you asked me about my situation.
This is you conflating communism with fascism. The Nazis were fascists, not communists.
Well, that's not what my grandparents experienced.
What did your grandparents experience?
Communism.
Okay, describe what they experienced, because I'm you are conflating communism and fascism. I implore you to read any communist anything, just so you can know what it actually is, because what you're talking about is fascism, not communism. Whatever your family told you is whatever your family told you, but what happened under the Nazis was fascism, not communism. The Nazis co-opted leftist language to I'm sorry.
I think can I just like hop in? If
Yeah,
you
go
read,
ahead.
most people relate communism with how do I put this? Like with the Soviet Union era communism, which was like where the government dictates everything of everyday life, and no one is allowed to be above anyone else. Like everyone is in the
That's what
same level.
fascism is.
Exactly. So most people relate communism with Soviet era communism, with fascism. Yeah. But if you read, like maybe, let's say W.E. Du Bois, who talks about more of socialism, which is like communism, but just with a little touch of capitalism, I think I'd call myself more of a socialist than a communist, if that makes sense.
That's perfectly fair. I was a socialist for a long time before I just flat out said I'm a communist. But everyone's different.
Like if we were to, before we get to like full blown communism, at least just to make it a fair playing ground, everyone should just have at least free access to healthcare, free access to education. Yesterday you guys talked
You're
about
talking
at
about,
least,
so you want to reform what's going on currently in the government. That's what I'm hearing from you,
exactly.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
We disagree there, but we're on the same track. But we disagree there because I was where you were maybe 5 years ago. I feel like we're past that point. But how you feel is totally valid. Completely.
Yeah, I
Spirited, we
think
were having a conversation. Would you like to say something else?
Well, I'm just kind of flabbergasted at the fact that you're just like, there's no gray for you. You're just black and white.
What are you talking? No, Bobby, don't. What are you talking about?
I think it's funny how you told me, a woman who's in her 50s and her grandparents survived communism.
Okay, but them calling
Wait a minute.
they're calling the Nazis communist, and that is factually inaccurate.
Well,
they can say whatever they want to
minute.
say, but your family lied to you if they called the Nazis communist.
Your family were probably Nazis.
Just throw that. Excuse me?
I'm sorry. If they called the Nazis communist, they lied to you.
Wait a minute. Excuse me. I have
Bobby,
been
what did you
very
say?
polite. I've been very polite. I've been respectful.
Spirited, please make your point.
Well, I'm trying to, but you keep interrupting.
Why do
Go
wait,
ahead.
Hold on. Why do you act like that's such? This is like the same shit that I want to circle back to yesterday. Why is that? Why is that even need to be like your defense? Like, oh, God forbid you've been fucking polite. Like, just like, why is that? Why, like, do you want like brownie points for being polite? You know what I mean? like you should just be respectful of her space regardless. Like you should not, like that's not your defense of like, I'm sorry, I just have to say that, like that's not cool.
Thank you for being
please make
nice
your
to
point.
me before you
Brando.
stomp me down.
Brando, I have a
Into the
question.
fucking
Can I
curb.
speak about something as someone with a similar heritage?
I
Yes,
want to talk about
yes, Elle.
being
Get
from a
Bobby.
quote communist country as well.
Bobby, 1 second. Elle, go ahead and say your point. What were you going to say?
Okay. So basically, my dad is Hungarian. I'm first generation American, and I have a big family history, like when it comes to around World War II, and also when it was like, communism, socialism in Hungary. And I want to say it's completely different when it was under the Nazi regime and under like the communist. It's more like it's not really communist. It was more of a dictatorship, but when the Nazis were there, literally a lot of Hungarians who weren't Jewish sided with them. I just want to point that out. So, Spirited. Spirited. I just want to say, there's a high chance that they could have lied to you about that. And, second of all, I want to say that, like, it really wasn't communism. It was really a dictatorship when it was, like, communist in Hungary. And that's really all I kind of wanted to say. So, yeah, thanks.
Could we like just have someone who's like close to a computer or something just Google the difference between communism and
Just
fascism
Google the difference. Like,
so that we can start from
I think this is a
a point
conversation
where we
for Elle and Spirited to have because Elle is of a similar background. So Spirited, I'm gonna go ahead and let you rebut to Elle, and y'all can have that conversation because this is something that does not involve anything that I'm remotely blood related to.
Well, I'm just going to say thank you very kindly for allowing me to speak. Clearly, this room is fixated on being right, 100% right, and listening to your elders is not something you all want to do.
Because y'all
So I
lied to us about
appreciate it.
damn near everything.
Thank you
to
very
my
kindly.
elders.
Have a nice day.
The elders lied to us about
I
like
literally listened to my
Wait,
elders.
don't,
Wow.
She
don't
literally
go.
listened to her elder. She's literally telling you what her family told her. Like, get your old ass out of here. What are you doing on Twitter? It's like, get your dog.
Bruh.
No, I just want to say
I purposely do not
the
listen to
Now
my
that
ultimate
elders.
the conservatives finna beat my
But
ass
like
in my
that's kind of
mentions, like, I don't want to. Okay, I
honestly, if
didn't
my
mean
elders
to.
were wrong, I would say that. But like in this case,
That's
my
what I'm
elders
My
were
saying.
right.
mama lied to me about fucking everything.
Literally,
Like,
Exactly.
Well, okay,
that
so
was
like
literally the only thing they didn't lie to me about.
right.
Ellie,
Like, the only thing she didn't lie to me
so
about is I might die for being black.
Oh
Like,
my god.
like Ellie, like so you're also a first generation American, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying, right?
Mhm.
So like my mom came from Cuba, and I'm a fucking communist, and that confuses a lot of people, like a lot of people. So that's why I want to like chime in on this person who was like, well, communism, blah blah blah.
we have another Hungarian person who would like to speak. Vivi is coming on stage.
Yeah. But I think
they would like to speak.
there are people that come from all different countries that are quote unquote communist. That for instance, like I would consider Cuba a socialist state, not a communist country. I consider them socialist. And my family left Cuba in 1974. And you know, my abuela would teach me that like Castro was evil and communism's evil and this and that. So for a long time I was leftist, but I was an anarchist. And I had a really difficult time with communism. And then the more reading I did as a teenager and into my 20s, I became a communist. So people don't understand how my family can leave Cuba and I can be a first generation American and be a communist. And I think it's because kind of what you were saying is like that person's grandparents probably lied to them. And I know my grandparents lied to me. They fucking lied to me. And you can literally look up like they would talk about like terrorism they said the reason they left Cuba wasn't necessarily because of communism, but because there was a lot of terrorism in the street, like car bombing, shooting, stuff like that. And you can look up and research CIA operations in Cuba, and the first thing you're going to see is like the 600 something assassination attempts on Castro.
Oh yeah.
Like like Castro 637, America 0. But there were so many CIA operations, and one of the main ones was using Cubans to sow dissent in Cuba. So they would have Cubans that didn't side with communism do things like public shootings, car bombs, and so these were all CIA operations. And so people will blame the Castro regime for it. In reality, it was America and the CIA. So when I learned about that as an adult, I was like, what the actual fuck? And I wonder like how many people know about that, and if my grandmother like really believes like that's what happened, or like she just doesn't know that. I don't think a lot of people realize how much the CIA was involved in what was going on in Cuba, or is involved in Latin America in general, because they just fucking love to stick their fucking fingers in us. Like, fuck you, dude. Anyway, fuck imperialism.
Yeah.
I just want to reset the room because there's a lot of you weirdos coming in here. Biden is also ass. Please do not come up here yelling, "Let's go, Brandon." I don't fuck with Biden either. I know that just shattered your whole little dumbass worldview, but I don't fuck with him either. We do not fuck with Biden in this space. We do not fuck with Trump in this space. We think all of them are ass. Okay. So we're not even finna get on stage to do all that shit. I already see y'all in my mentions and my DMs. Okay. Vivi, I would like to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, hi. I just wanted to say, Ellie, you were completely right about that. My granddad was Hungarian. He emigrated into America after, fun Nazi shenanigans. And to call that communism that is a stretch and a half. Like, that's just buying into the propaganda.
Literally, like, the thing is, like, well, most Hungarians say, like, oh yeah, it was so bad, the communists are so bad, and like a lot of Russians say that too. It was just, that's what the only name they can say for it. They're not like told to call it a dictatorship, because the dictatorship called it communism when it like 100% wasn't. And like, just to make it clear to everyone, I'm not saying that like wasn't bad there. It was really, really bad in like especially like the 50s to the 80s. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. But yeah.
I also just wanted to add that maybe spirited grandparents didn't like lie to her, because back in the day, man, guys didn't like have access to information the way our generation has right now. So what their worldview of her grandparents was probably just, all they could put together.
Yeah, but to come into a space and then
Yeah.
question me about why I support communism when you don't even know what the fuck it is bold as hell. And I'm gonna tell you about yourself because your grandparents lied to you.
I
And
think
I'm sorry to shatter your little white fragility, but that sucks. They did.
And
F.
as long as you're mentioning where we are from, let me just throw in that I'm actually not American. I'm from Africa, a country called Kenya. One of the places where imperialism has really fucked everything up, man. Like, the gap between the rich and the poor is insane, you guys. You have no idea.
I know Africa is hit the fucking hardest. And it breaks my heart. Just as a Black American, because like the only place you feel like you can go back to if you do want to escape this fucking hellhole is Africa. And to see that they've gotten there to y'all too is just like, it makes me fucking mad. Like people talk about me yelling. I'm fucking angry. I'm mad as fuck. Like, and I have every right to be. Y'all ruined like a lot like y'all ruined everything. Like everything. A few white folks got together and decided we're gonna fucking ruin everything, and they did. For everyone.
And then this bitch come in here talking about something, but I was just being nice. I was
like,
being polite.
Fuck
Bitch,
you
At
and
least
your
shut
I
the
was
fuck
being
up.
politeness. I don't care
respectful to
about your
you.
politeness.
Like,
And you can bitch and moan and talk about how I'm unintelligent because I yell or whatever the fuck dumb shit you want to say. But I'm going to scream, I'm fucking mad. I have every right to be mad.
It's been statistically proven that people that curse a lot have higher IQs. Just
the IQ system racist, but we
not that we really know. We know that
we
the
gon'
IQ
cruise
system
past
doesn't
it.
really work, but just throwing it out there.
No fucking way.
It's been
Here he
statistically
go.
proven.
Hey, Black Commie, how are you doing, darling?
Nigga, I'm madder than a polar bear that just discovered volcano eruptions because y'all niggas, man. Okay, so first of all, the disinformation campaigns. Suck my dick. Suck my whole pussy fart, nigga. All this bullshit. We've been chatting about this bitch for 300 fucking years. I just got off the phone with a motherfucking voter, cuss his bitch ass out, told him to slice up his dick, send it to me by email and all that bullshit. I don't give a fuck. Because you know what?
Wait,
I told
hold up.
niggas,
Stop.
what up? Go ahead.
First and foremost, man, I missed you. I fucking love you. Hello.
I missed you so much.
I fucking love you.
Bro, your
But
IQ
secondly, hold up.
off
How
the
are you
roof.
getting email like sliced dick emails? That don't make any sense.
You
No,
Xerox
that
Like
is
not
the.
even FedEx.
All right.
That's
So one
disrespectful.
question at a time. Okay, slice dicks first. Okay, so here's
Like
what you
in
do.
the email, that's the part that's got me fucked up.
You just Xerox the sliced dick and send it in an email.
Oh.
Type shit. Brain don't know how to saw
Shit.
3 this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
It's funny. I'm always telling
What's
motherfuckers to be imaginative, and I couldn't even figure that out. I'm a sucker. Anyway, go on.
slice
GCC.
dick coming to a Fear Factor near you up in this bitch. All right. What else was I chatting about? Oh, the same shit Brando was just chatting about, which is we need to destroy this motherfucker. Whatever that means to you. It needs to go. It needs to zero. It needs to go. Ground zero America. Fuck these motherfuckers. This whole building, this whole fucking infrastructure need to go.
That's the energy I'm on today.
Need to fucking burn, bitch.
Burn
It's
that
in my name,
motherfucker
Mister.
to the
Burn it down,
ground.
nigga. I'm
That's
not
right.
fucking with y'all bitches.
Yo,
Ho ass niggas. What up?
I showed up in Dave
Why
and
you just insult everybody in this space?
I showed up in
I named your space "Burn It Down," and you said it was a dumb name.
Are you guys gonna pull
I
off
said that it was lame. I didn't say it was
Comrade.
dumb. There's a difference.
Now
there.
you said it was lame, and now you're going, oh yeah, burn it down.
I didn't say the idea of burning everything down was lame. That shit is dope
This
as
is
fuck.
sexism happening before our eyes.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
exactly.
I got
You want
a
Black
problem
Comic
with
Therapist
Bobby.
with that new profile picture looking all hot and
Boy,
masculine.
This
Says
is
burn it
boy,
sexism
sit
down.
down.
You're
because
yep,
he's
burn it down.
femme presenting, so you're being subconsciously sexist.
I am objectifying the fuck out of this man.
You're objectifying the fuck out of him.
I am gonna
Exactly.
fucking strip him fucking down and objectify him.
Objectify me, baby. Objectify this
I will
ass.
say, I really do like the new profile picture.
Mm-hmm.
It's very
Why
It's
thank you?
sexy.
Why thank you,
Yeah, you look nice.
Yeah, you look real nice. It's
I hope
actually
it's
you
too
like
not.
much to
mine.
take.
You all sexy. Y'all. Every single one of you need to get fucked and get your pussy sucked. All of y'all.
For real,
I
I
hope
can't
you
wait to
like
get my
what the
pussy
profile
sucked.
picture.
I can
I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
Black Commie, there are no black men up here. I can only
What I mean?
can only hope and pray that one falls from the sky. Like,
Wait, ain't Bobby a black man?
Only on the inside.
Okay, well that's good enough for me.
Bobby also lives across the country.
I live close,
where
but you know,
all the rest of the niggas live. I could just go across the country back to where the niggas live, but I like Washington.
I mean, I live close, but you know how that goes.
Moth, you're not black.
I know. But I'm not going to apologize
I mean,
like
I'm
that
not
person
either, but
earlier.
now black
Who is
people
that
are
person that
talking.
came in here earlier?
My coochie, you do have to pass. You got to be darker than a brown paper bag to.
Oh,
to
I could
access.
I could pass the brown paper bag test, no problem.
Wait. So I gotta do a Family Guy test in order for.
No,
exactly.
no, dead ass.
I gotta pull up like Peter
it's a Family
Griffin
Guy
with the.
test. You gotta pass the
So,
Family
hey,
Guy test,
Kami, did you go? You went to a protest last week?
There was a protest last night. Y'all heard about the Kyle? Y'all heard about the Kyle Rittenhouse bullshit?
Oh man, we had we had to break off into 3 fucking groups to have spaces to hold that shit to talk.
It was crazy.
Yo.
So you were talking to people on the ground?
Yo, fucking
no,
Brando.
we were talking. I was in here talking. Black Comic, you're gonna hate me. I was in here talking to conservatives.
Yo, Brando had like 3,000.
Why would I hate you? Why would I hate you for that? Those are like 3/4 of my clientele.
Dude, I had fucking like 600 followers yesterday. I have like 2,000 now.
Same.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Kami, same shit. Look, Pale started a space that motherfucker had like 5,000 people in it.
Yeah.
And then
I pulled up. Y'all had very, very aggressive points, and I loved every single one of you.
We had to break up. We had to break up and shit. So, because Pale had to bounce.
I got death threats last night. It was crazy.
Did you see my DMs? My DMs got blown up with faggot, nigger, this faggot.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, I was just looking at your page to see.
I'm sorry, it's not funny.
I mean, no, I laughed. No, please do laugh
I'm
because I
sorry.
laugh at these
Okay,
bitches.
but the thing is, okay, I think that this is the thing with races. Nigger is okay. When you call me a nigger on the internet, all right, it's funny, and I'm gonna laugh at you. But a nigger queer bitch is hilarious, and I'm probably gonna change my handle. Okay, like you,
Is that
you
what you're
trying
gonna
to
change
raise
your
the
handle
world.
to?
Watch out for
Now, but if
Jack,
I
because Jack
see you,
don't
I'm
like
gonna
that.
hit you over it. You feel me?
I mean, I couldn't even have a profile picture with an oil painting that depicted female breasts, without being reported
Wait,
for it.
I thought you. Wait. You can post bare ass titties on Twitter. That doesn't even. Oh, I think your profile picture can't have nudity.
Yeah.
But if it's artwork, I think
Oh
it's
my god, I'm
okay.
surprised.
Honestly, I think it's
Stop
just
giving them
me,
ideas.
to be honest.
Stop giving them ideas.
I don't know.
Wait, did someone have their hand up?
This doesn't look like anyone has their hands up.
Okay,
I'm just sad I missed the
okay,
space.
I only got 7 requests.
I was like, I was
Oh
gonna
my
like
god!
curl up in a
Oh
ball.
shit! How do
I
I
didn't even
pronounce
go
her name?
online
Keely.
yesterday.
Keely is in here, and I really want them to come up here. Okay, I hope it works. He is so funny.
BCT though, we
Hey, honey.
fucking went for like what, like 12 or 13 fucking hours.
My space was open for like 12 hours.
It was
It
so
was
fucking
there's
obnoxious.
just so many defenses you have of a wannabe cop, wannabe fucking Walker Texas Ranger ass little 17-year-old boy. You know, what I mean, straight out of jacking off the incest porn. There's only so many defenses of that you can have. All right, before I'm just like, you know what, motherfucker, you can have that Nazi. Y'all motherfuckers want a Nazi? Have him. Please.
Yeah,
Here you go. Here you go. You know what I mean? Fresh out the McDonald's oven. You know what I mean? Like, whatever.
The McNazi.
not the McDonald's oven.
You know what I mean?
BCT, come on
They
now.
don't have an oven. It's just a little drawer that keeps things hot.
It's like
the
an
Happy
easy
Young
bake.
Hitlers.
Easy bake.
Happy Young Hitler's meal. Get the fuck out of here, bitch.
Does that shit come with a toy?
SS shake.
Okay, yo, you get a free fucking swastika fucking pin. I don't know. Fuck.
So
Teletubby.
you guys
Whatever.
do know the difference between communism and fascism, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, please don't
one
come up here
support.
and be dumb.
Okay, so one supports the people. One wants to kill the people. All right, please get it straight. Please.
Yeah.
Oh, BCT,
Just for me.
were you in here when that lady came in and said that the Nazis were communists
He
or
was.
something like that?
He was here.
That shit was crazy.
I mean,
Time
we're
out,
go ahead.
comrade, time out.
Mhm.
That old lady wasn't lying. She said 1947. The Nazi regime ended in 1945. The first person that came to power in Hungary was a man called Ferenc Nagy. He was a communist. The Red Army helped him come to power in Hungary. Y'all can look it up on your phones right now. That old lady wasn't lying.
But
he was
this
a
is the
dictator.
thing.
He was a communist. Look it up on your phone right now.
You
He got
being a
into power
communist
with the
and a
Red
fascist
Army.
Not
at
what
the same
communism is
time.
even about.
You,
Like what?
you being a fascist and a communist at the same time does not mean communism is fascist.
True.
No,
That's
that's what
the
I'm
same
saying
thing.
though. That's what I'm
You
saying. I'm not saying.
immigrating and becoming a fascist in a country under a communist regime does not make communism inherently fascist. That means you are a fascist who believes in communism. Just like there are fascists in power right now that believe in capitalism.
I agree with that, but I'm saying the woman said her grandparents immigrated in 1947, which was under the same rule as
But she's
Ferenc
conflating
Nagy.
communism and but she's asking me why I believe in communism when communism did all these bad things. When that communism didn't do the bad things, a fascist did those bad things.
Exactly. A
under
fascist.
a communist regime.
A fascist.
It's the fascist issue. She's thinking I agree with fascism,
See,
and
that's
that's
the
what I'm trying to
problem.
get her to
The
understand.
problem is
Yeah,
that
I agree with that also, but I'm just saying that she was never lying. When that man was in power, when Ferenc was in power, he distributed a communist
No one said
government.
But
she
he
was
was
lying. I
lying.
told her
Like
that she was
literally, he
conflating
was
the
a
two.
Nah,
fascist.
the
He
two
was going
Hungarian girls
under
were like,
the
yeah, she's
name
lying.
of.
She's lying, this and that and the third. Like, nah, she wasn't lying. The Nazi regime ended in 1945. I can tell you the exact date. There was no Nazis in Hungary at that time. That she was
Yes,
never
there
lying.
was. What do you mean? They were on
Yeah, they
trial and
probably
stuff.
were
They
because
were
they
running
fled. They
around.
probably were because they fled, of course. But they wasn't ruling the government like y'all trying to
Elle
make
is
it seem like she
Hungarian,
was.
so
I would definitely like to read more into this because this is
Yeah,
something that I
yeah.
mean,
Look it
please,
up on Google. Like
like,
she was
well,
never lying.
Elle is a first generation
I agree
Hungarian
with that.
immigrant.
Then she was like, no, I heard her say the Nazis were in power at that time. Though they wasn't. The last day they were
I
in
didn't
power.
say they were impaired. Okay, listen.
All right, here's the main
There was
difference.
still Nazis
No, but
and
here's the thing. No, here's the thing. Because like you said, 1945, right? What I want you to do is like be careful of your sources, because at this particular time there was a newspaper mogul by the name of William Hearst. I repeat, William Hearst, who did a outright McCarthy campaign against the communist regime. So he did it. It was anti-Stalin, anti-Fidel Castro, anti every communist leader in the fucking world. And what they would do is they would increase or triple the numbers by fourfold by how many people were killed under the quote unquote communist regimes. So these were like outright lies that were spread by a guy who was literally in bed with Nazis.
Exactly.
So like
the
all I
main
would say is like
distinction.
watch your
The main distinction between communism and fascism is that fascism, a lot of times dictators can come to power under the moniker of communism or socialism, but ultimately they're fascist authoritarians. So what happens is that we end up having these